I feel so numb all throughout the weekend. I couldn't even wake up from bed. I got to hear the news around 6:45 from Dominic, and you won't believe it, from Saturday morning till this morning, I was still at one place. I just couldn't come to terms with it. I mean, November last year was a very bad year for me. I lost one of my brothers. I call him a brother, not just because I mean of our political affiliation, but he's someone all throughout our years in NPP. Kwabena Boadu was my brother, my confidant, and my everything. So the month of November has been a very difficult one, and I was just praying this November would just pass without going back to the pains I went through last year. And it has been my prayers throughout that November would just pass and let me wake up from that bad dream I had last year. Suddenly on Saturday, a rough edge scratched that wound that has been in my heart from last year, and I've been totally weak throughout. KABA is somebody, I won't just come and stand here and then say things because he's gone. No, I argue a lot with him. Behind the scenes, when he does some production that I'm not really in favor of, I argue with him. And on Tuesday, I did as my usual thing. I was like, KABA, don't bring in the deputy, the minister for education, and then end up calling people who cannot answer or respond equally to what he would put across. Make sure you do the right thing. And he was like, you and all your perceived mindset. And I was like, no, it's because I know you so well. I knew KABA even before he became the host of Ekosise. He was then a newsreader, and at that time it was Bobia who was handling Ekosise. Before man and God, we have a bond that goes beyond political, friendship or a media person. Aside being part of his program or being on his program, KABA shares a name with my son. My son is Kojo Champon. He's Kojo Champon as well. So mostly when I hit him so hard or I put him on the spot, he goes like, and this is how we relate. When he does something that is good on his birthday, 20th October, he shares a birthday with Honorable Eslo, was a time we really spoke at length. I was like, here you are, year in, year out growing. Today you are married, you have a child, and always know that whatever mark you are leaving today is a footprint for your daughter to also follow, and not just your daughter, and all other young ones who look up to you. And I can even send you some of our messages, show you some of our messages. And he was like, Medasi, Nyamisha, because of the name he shares with my son. In a week, if we don't even have this back and forth chat on his shows, it wouldn't be less than twice in a week. When I have birthday dedications, I will send it across. When I have any announcement, I will send it across. I was at his wedding. I was the only event that is even his personal event I couldn't attend was his daughter's naming. And I told him I'll make it up to him when she's 1 year. And there we are. It is painful. It is difficult to accept. I still can't come to terms with it. I wish it would just be one of the bad dreams we normally go through. I pray that if it is true, the good Lord will accept his soul. KABA is one person that I have great respect for, not because he's dead today. He's one of the few hosts that has made afternoon political event his own, his brand. And in all that, he keeps his humility intact. He dines and wines with even serial callers who others may feel they've attained certain height and would not want to give respect to. This is the person we are talking today, or we are discussing now. KABA's wedding, serial callers were there, across political devices, serial texts were there. It should tell you how humble he is. And honestly, if there is anything that I would wish, if this death is true, that God would turn his eyes on to grant him a peaceful rest and a place in his bosom, is that humility.